Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Happy Wednesday. Last Wednesday of the month. Always moving the camera. Always moves throughout the week. That's what happens. It is Wednesday, the 30th of July, 2025. Can't believe we're there already. End of another month. Which means today is a live AMA, which means that you can ask me anything you want. Within reason, as long as it's respectful. But I'm an open book. I can talk about all sorts from favourite colours, answered that one many times, to my thoughts on global politics, because, you know, there's nothing about global politics to talk about at the moment, is there? Let me just queue up. Oh my goodness, I've got so many like images and that from previous live shows that are just like blocking the screen. So let me remove some of these, and then I can't actually see it. Oh no, it's because I have it on a separate slide, which is... Where is it? I can't actually find it. It was because I had to set up a new one, right? So normally I have a thing that comes up at the bottom and it just tells you what I typed here earlier, which is, if you have a question for me, just type it in the live chat, but have a Q at the beginning of it, just so I know it's a question that you want me to answer, because sometimes we just are asking each other questions that we don't necessarily want on screen. You know, like rhetorical questions. But yeah, this is pretty close to the end of the month, and what I mean by that is normally I find that the last Wednesdays, there's always so many days left, but no, tomorrow is the last day of July. And then we go into August, and I can't believe we're approaching August already. It's pretty remarkable. While I get that graphic in place, I'm just going to have a look now, actually. Show assets. Here we go. Scenes and overlays. What have we got here? This is the one. I found it. Ta-da! I mean, I thought I should have done it more with a ta-da! Anyway, let's see who is in the live chat, and let's also get some background music to chill to. Much better. I want to say a massive hello to 8-Bit, who was saying right at the very start, actually, having a hard time concentrating on work today. This stream should help. Not sure it will help. I mean, sometimes actually having background noise, I can't work with like vocals or voices. I have to listen to lo-fi music like this. So I use Spotify playlists that just has music playing, really chill music. Just gets me in the zone. Hey Mojo, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Let's get some of these comments up. I'm doing all right. To be honest, I'm a bit run down today. I've been trying to shake off. I never thought I had allergies. And to be honest, I think it is a bit of a like spectrum in some ways, that some people just always have hay fever. And I do think that there is probably a threshold, but my nose has been itching loads the last 10 days. Can't stop sneezing. And it feels pretty gross. And also I'm just a bit run down. It's been a pretty full-on week. But the good thing about Wednesdays for me, and it's why preparing for these shows is a little less stressful now, is in my job, Wednesdays, we tend to keep meeting free. Whereas normally on a Wednesday, I would be like working until like 15 minutes before it. Actually, it's funny I say that because I've actually got a meeting in 25 minutes, but a colleague of mine steps in for me, which is good. But yeah. What a lovely bit of trance right at the start. Glad you liked it, King Rolo. Good to see you here. Hey, Melanie. Just stopped in to say hey. Well, this was from the beginning, so you may have gone already. But if not, hello. Especially if you're tuning back on replay. Rubra. Is it Rio Bra? I'm listening to a lot of Ryuichi Sakamoto whilst working. Ryuichi Sakamoto. Let me have a look at... I feel like I should know this artist. He was a Japanese composer who was a composer for, like, movies, right? I'm having a look now. But yeah, passed away a couple years ago. How about that? Oh, Mojo, you have hay fever as well. Okay. Yeah, the heat's been pretty bad. I went for a little walk earlier, and that was when I realised how rough I felt. Because I was like, oh, a bit of sunshine, nice cool breeze, that will make me feel better. No. Oh, and actually, to be honest, maybe this was a part of it. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, on Saturday we had a top 25 debate on PSVR without parole with my buddies Brian, AJ, and Wes. And how long did it go on for? I do know the answer, but I'm just going to show it here. It went on for... Is it going to let me? I'm not going to be able to share the screen now. It went on for 8 hours. 8 hours, 5 minutes, 35. And we did like 50 minutes of prep beforehand. And then we went into it. So I got on the call for pre-production at 5:30 p.m. We started at like 6:15 p.m. And we finished at like 2:30, 3 a.m. It was wild. It was great though. Great show. Great show. It's done for 8.3 thousand views. Unbelievable. And it's hard because you're putting yourself out there, you're getting people criticizing your decisions, and you know, we all come from different tastes and that, but yeah, it's great. Calic cheat, yeah, I've heard this. Eat local raw honey, it helps build tolerance. It does. I love it. That's what I love about biology. For those that don't know, if you eat the honey from local hives, because obviously that is from the pollen locally, it helps you with your hay fever. I don't know if that's actually true. I just know it's what a lot of people say. But good to see you, Canuck. Cali Time Cat, hello to you. Hello, Myles. And the Wednesdays. You're all the Wednesdays. Loop. Oh yeah, Looper here was the one that designed it, and you have nothing to apologise for. So there was a total miscommunication between me and Brian. Yeah, basically while we were doing pre-production, they were going through like what the plan was that Looper had set up, and I was like, we should have Looper in here to talk about it, like, and that should have been done beforehand. So because I knew very early on we were doing like, I'm gonna say a hybrid of what you suggested, like it was elements of it, but like other bits weren't. So don't worry about it, man. It was a good show, and for me, it's kind of like every time we do a top 25, whether it's organised by a wonderful community member like yourself, Looper, or it's internally, as soon as we join the live, there's then discussions of how we should be doing it. And it's like, why has this been discussed just before? And it's because it's the rock and roll way. It's the rock and roll way of doing it. Thank you for your questions, everyone. I am saving them in the chat as they come in, so keep submitting them. Lots of video game questions. I'm surprised there's no questions about world events, especially after what we were talking about last week. Because I tell you what, I will talk about this actually from the get-go. Following last week's show where I was talking about basically the starvation happening in Gaza, I looked back at when we did the Israel-Gaza topic. And that was November 2023. And I've not really posted a lot about it like natively in terms of my own content, but I've definitely engaged with and shared a lot of other people speaking about it. But looking back at my coverage in November 2023, it was the whole thing about like the dragging of feet. My main issue on that show was the idea that our government, and this was only like a month and a half or a month after October 7th, and I already could see it was going to go into a really bad direction. And I was saying how frustrating I found it that politicians were saying we need a humanitarian pause to let aid in, as in let's give aid and patch all these kids up with their arms and legs being blown off, but continue the bombing. Do you know what I mean? How sick that is? And it was interesting that there was very similarities to what was happening when I was expressing my frustration last week, where the news is talking about famine and it's like, we need a ceasefire to let the food in. And it's like, we were warned about this since March. And even if you get the aid in, once people are malnourished to that extent, it's not you just feed them and they come back. Like, this is lifetime damage by the time you're withered away like that. And so I truly believe we live in an age of pure and utter moral cowardice from our political leaders. At least I can speak for our ones. The Labour Party, who I didn't vote for at the last election, but I was kind of relieved that they got in. They will never get my vote again under any leadership like that. Like, they are complete and utterly shameful. Because I don't know if you've seen the news the last 24 hours. The UK have said, let me load this up. I love I wasn't even asked on this, and I was prepared to talk about it today, assuming questions were coming. Some questions might come up about this, but let me find. Oh, this is great. So, here we go. I love this. So, Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister, came out and he said he will recognise Palestine as a state in September unless Israel meets a series of conditions. And I'm like, what? You're basically saying we're going to make it a state as a threat, but if Israel stops bombing them, then they won't recognise it? That is completely backwards. And then look at this. Israel and US accused Starmer of rewarding Hamas. I mean, what would they not say is rewarding Hamas? So, yeah, it's just completely and utterly embarrassing. And the footage I've been seeing coming out of Gaza continues to break my heart, because there's a real sense of, like, what can we do? And I think there is a big conversation, and I might do a video or a topic about it on a future week. There's a lot of people that have kept their heads in the sand, just generally in society, and they're now coming round to it of like, okay, this is really bad. And I think there's a conversation there, because for me, when it comes to politicians, I will not forget the politicians that have supported the arming of Israel as they've continued to commit war crimes. I will not forget the politicians that failed to speak out against ethnic cleansing when it's happening. And I will not forget the media organisations that clearly had an agenda which was distorting what was actually happening. When you have doctors and aid workers from the most incredible organisations around the world going there on the ground, which I might add, Gaza is a place where the international journalists have been denied entering from Israel. And you've got to ask yourself why that is. But when politicians and that do come around, I think a win's a win. Like, but the question is, I don't want to hear words. I want to hear actions. Like, why September? Why is the Prime Minister giving September? So what, another 6 weeks? Another 6 weeks? It's fucked, guys. It's so bad. Right, I'm saving these questions. That is exactly my point, Salvador. Frankie Boyle made a joke about it years ago. I couldn't even repeat it because I'm probably going to mess it up. Let me search it online. I can't find it. Cool. Right, I'm going to start going through some questions. But anyway, I just wanted to say that I definitely am going to probably do a topic about it soon. I might try and see if I can get a guest on the show to talk about it as well. But it is going to be a moment in history we look back on with complete and utter shame. And the other thing that really worries me about it is this is what happens when a nation doesn't have wealth or power. You get completely dehumanized. And if our government is willing to let that happen to those people, It's like the whole reason you have international law and you stand up for those in need is so that when it's the other way around, you have that protection. If you're even going to talk about it, I mean, the reason you do it is because it's ethical. But like even from a selfish or a self-interest perspective, that's why you want to do it. And I just feel like we have no leg to stand on now. It's just absolutely horrifying. Just catching up with the comments. Can you invite Robert Del Naja? He was from Massive Attack, right? Yeah. That would be great. That's a great shout. Right. Okay, let's start going through some questions. Just a reminder to everyone in the live chat, do hit the like button. Do hit the like button. And by the way, I am going to revisit merchandise and stuff soon. Cool. You ready? I got 9 questions here. This music's nice. This is what it's about. Last Wednesday of the month is always chill. I do need to have some dinner afterwards, though. Okay, my question for you. Oh, maybe I should... I was wondering what I should have for dinner, because I'm not feeling well, and I should have some soup. But the question is, I have 2 soups to choose from, and you can help me choose what soup it should be. You ready? You ready for the choices? See, this is A-star content. Oh, IGN have just done a review of the movie Weapons, and they've given it 9 out of 10. Oh my god, I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this. Oh. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm keeping you waiting on the soup stuff and I was distracted. So, here we go, here we go. Here are the choices. Also, I could put there is an Ask Me Anything in the live chat I could use. Let's try that. What soup should I eat for dinner? Should I have soup 1 or soup 2? Right, the poll started. It's happening, guys. This is it. You could change destiny today. It's all down to you. All down to you. Fruit salad with ice cream. Actually, last night I had some granola with blueberries, strawberries, banana, Greek yogurt, a little bit of honey on the top. Oh, so good. Cream of broccoli. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be a good soup. Right. This is a really important poll, everyone. Please, everyone, if you're watching right now, enter in the poll. This is really important. Okay. I'm calling it. I'm calling it on this. This was the result. There we go. Tomato soup. Tomato soup I'm having, everyone. How about that? And Salvador says, is there a grilled cheese with tomato soup? That is good. Do you know one of my favourite soups? This isn't even one of the questions I've been asked. And we're talking about soup now. Who here... Do you know what? This is going to be another poll. I'm going to do it. I'm just generally curious. Have you had French onion soup before? Have you had French onion soup? When I used to go skiing in the Alps, French onion soup, it's so tasty. And then it has croutons on it and melted cheese. Oh my god. Well, the question is, like, who likes it? Isn't it good, Looper? The thing is, barely any supermarkets sell it. Let's get this up. This is what I love about this. Like, you send me all these questions and I'm not even doing them yet. So far, we've talked about Israel, Palestine, and French onion soup. Oh, look at this. This is so good. And it's the way they have it melted, like, round the outskirts. And it's just so... Oh. French onion soup. There you go. With brie. I wouldn't have it with brie, but I'd have it with a baguette. Look at this. Oh. That's how you do a French onion soup. Something as simple as just onions. Pressure cooker French onion. But it's been rated 3 out of 5 stars. Outrageous. I mean, it does look pretty disgusting. Alright. Alright, guys. I'm getting really hungry now. Dominic says, I had French onion soup in the Netherlands. Gorgeous. There is a brand that makes it in a can, but nowhere near as good. That's the thing. Looks naughty. Looks naughty. Super nice. Super nice. Yeah, this is it. Guys, French onion soup. So excited. See, this is it. Like, onion. Like, back then I was like, yeah, onions doesn't sound good. It just has its own taste. It's like if you have carrot cake. It doesn't taste exactly like carrot cake. If you have buffalo cauliflower wings. I almost said coffee flour. Cauliflower buffalo wings. Tastes really good. And you're like, how is this cauliflower? Like, I can taste it if I think about it. Miles is deflecting. Can you imagine that if I was a politician, I was asked on something really serious and I went, have you ever had French onion soup? Oh, and everyone in the audience is like, yeah, all the reporters like, oh yeah, it's so good. Whereas, yeah, can French onion soup isn't that great, but all the other stuff is brilliant. Isn't it good? By the way, guys, this has become the new format of the show. The first 30 minutes, we just talk about whatever, and then we get to the main part of the show. Honestly, try it and get back to me. And if you don't like it, I apologise, but yeah. Oh, French onion soup. So good. Yeah, they have fancy and non-fancy. You can have both types. God, the questions keep coming in. Caramelized onion is a completely different thing. That is true as well. Oh, see, I'm starting to get an appetite now, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Here we go. This is it. This is a revolution happening right here about French onion soup. I feel like, while we're talking about this, if we were to have a song about French onion soup, what would the genre of music be? Do you know what? Start a Q&A. I've never done this in... Oh, by the way, the results of the poll are in. And 72% of you have had French onion soup. How about that? Cool. So I've got an Ask Me Anything put in the chat. Let's see how that works. That works. But yeah. If we were to do... If we were to do a song about French onion soup, what would the genre be? And don't you dare say French music. I think we should have an absolute banger of a song, though, to be honest. I think it needs to be like an anthem. the song needs to be about how you shouldn't have supermarket stuff. Try the real deal. Describe how to make it and how it tastes and looks. Cool. Here we go. Oh man, Daft Punk. Do a Daft Punk. Oh my god, that'd be so good. I need a music prompt for soon. This is great. This is great, guys. I'm really excited about this. We're going to have a song about French onion soup. If there's one thing we've done today. Right, let's have a look here. Okay, I've got some lyrics. Oh, I've got some lyrics. It's making me hungry. It's making me hungry. They put some emojis in here. Why have they done that? Don't put emojis in lyrics. That's not good. This is great. This is great. Okay, this is exciting. Oh, and it whispers at the end with Gruyere on top and a crouton halo. Amen. That's wow. That's wild. That's wild. This is good. Guys, I think this could be incredible. Okay, is this gonna go in? Yeah. Cool. Right, we got some French onion soup music coming up. Right, I'm gonna answer your questions now while it creates that. Let's have a look at the questions. We've got 1 minute until I'm supposed to do the questions, but let's have a look here. Actually, how's the in chat Ask Me Anything working? I've not used this yet. Let's have a look. Questions. Oh, there's none there. Okay, no one's used it yet. That's fine. That's fine. Guys, we've got songs already about French onion soup. Isn't that exciting? All right, let's have a look at your questions. Starting up with Kill Rolo, the cartoon cat, who says, ever had a sports massage? Had my first day and feeling relaxed, hoping to get my good night's sleep a week. What's a sports massage? Isn't that just where they just like, you're on a bed, face down, and then they're just doing all your muscles, right? Doing your neck, doing your calves, all the sort of sports muscles. Is that what it is? I've never had. Have I ever had a proper? I think I had. I think I've had a Thai massage before when I was on holiday. I don't really know the differences between them though. But it was like I was just face down and it was like the neck, back, arms and that for like 15, 20 minutes and that. It was good. It was good. But I've never done... I think that's the only time I've done it. Oh, it's like deep tissue. Got it. Got it. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Stay tuned, people. We got 2 songs about French onion soup. That I'll play at the end. Because if I listen to it now, I'm going to get even hungrier. And that wouldn't be fair. If you ask me. Oh yeah, you can get a video. You can get a video generated of it. Let's generate a video of it. Cool. Right. Next question. Next question. Robra says, I'm currently replaying Assassin's Creed Unity. Do you have an all-time favourite game or AC game. I've only played Valhalla. It was the first one. It was because a close friend of mine bought me it. And I had a good time with it. I didn't stick with it long, though. I'd love to play the VR one, though. Hopefully one comes to PSVR too. But yeah, do I have an all-time favourite game, though? That's quite hard. I mean, I have a few that come to mind. Final Fantasy VII was the one that really opened my eyes to like what gaming could achieve when it comes to storytelling and that. Mojo says, what's the first game you ever played? I think it was a teddy bear game. There was like a teddy bear on a train track, and like I actually got really emotional when I saw it because let me have a look. Teddy bear DOS game train track. I'm gonna put 80s maybe. Maybe I gotta Google it. No. I can't find it. And it was like you had a train track and train station. Maybe was it Reader Rabbit? Let's have a look here. Oh my god, I remember this game, but this was a different one. Oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks. This is wild. This is wild. Okay, I think I found it. Sorry guys, I'm just getting completely distracted about my first ever game. You're basically asking like when I was... No, it wasn't this. It wasn't this. It was like all 2D in that. It was great. But I get emotional when I see it because it brings back memories. Oh, Mojo then asks, which mythical creature would you have as a pet? Oh my goodness. I'm not good with these questions. Mythical creature as a pet. I mean, this makes me sound bad. I don't really want any pets because I barely can take care of myself. If I could have any, I mean, a dragon would be pretty cool. I just don't know where you'd put it. Like, you know? And like, would it really be safe to fly on and stuff? Canuck Tune says, did you see Ozzy Osbourne's funeral procession? I didn't. It was today, right? I was sleeping through most of this morning, and then, yeah, I missed that. So, unfortunately, not. Right. It says I've generated a video. How do I download it? Okay. Ah, that's where it's going to appear. I got it. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we got a video and then we got a song. So that means, actually, I could generate a video. Okay, that's good. It's good it doesn't just generate the video automatically. Gizmo from Gremlins would be a good pet. That is very, very true. Very, very true. What is the best must-watch British detective series, Miles? It doesn't have to be contemporary. British detective series. Oh my goodness. I'm not really into them. Touch of Frost were like the old school ones, right? Sherlock Holmes. I don't know. Is anyone into detective? I'm not really into detective series, I'm afraid, so I'm the wrong person to ask, but I'm definitely open to suggestions in the chat. Robra says, what are your thoughts on what's happening in Epping this week and all the other protests outside hotels? To be honest, I've been completely out the loop with that. Like, there's so much news. I've been more, like, inundated with all the Epstein stuff and then Gaza. There's just so much going on. My understanding is that, is it to do with the housing of refugees or asylum seekers? Is that what it's about? I did listen to a report on the radio about how there's a lot of people that are protesting with like just genuine concerns, and there's a lot of like far right groups even outside the country trying to instigate like more people getting down there, and a lot of the protesters don't want anything to do with it. So yeah, that's all I know about it, to be honest. Cthulhu. You'd want that as a pet. Fair enough. Here we go. We got Sherlock. We got Department Q. Does Life on Mars count? Luther, although I only watched 2 seasons. I've heard great things about Luther. Inspector Morse, Inspector Lewis, Endeavour are awesome. Here we go, lots of things. Yeah, but you're looking for a new series. Well, more suggestions from the chat. Let's have a look here. Next question. Would you do a bungee jump for charity, and what would you shout besides... I don't think I would shout that. I would shout... I don't know what I'd shout. I might say, oh my God. Jesus Christ seems to be my go-to phrase when I'm scared. But that's more when I'm jumped. Like, Jesus Christ! And to be honest, that's my full-on word, because otherwise I'd swear. But would I do a bungee jump for charity? Yeah. Would be my go-to. If I had to... Well, here we go. Here's another chat question. Everyone, if you had to do one of the following for charity, what would you do? Would you rather do? Would you rather bungee jump, or would you rather skydive? Doing it as a poll. There we go. By the way, the Ask Me Anything thing in the chat is not really working well. Oh, no, I've got all the questions down there. Okay, I see. I thought it was going to come underneath them, but they're all at the bottom there. I see them. I see them now, everyone. Sorry. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Right. Any forthcoming films on your cinema or streaming radar? Yes, I mentioned one of them a moment ago. Weapons by Zach Cregger, who I'm a massive fan of, even before he started doing movies with Barbarian. And now Weapons. I'm super excited for that. It's not a movie, but it's a series. Alien Earth I'm excited for. And I went to see Fantastic Four Monday night. Went by myself at 10:30 to watch it. I had a good time with it. I wasn't completely blown away with it, but I thought it was a good movie. Had a good time with it, like the aesthetics there. Do you get hangry? No, I don't. I get just more like, nah, just like, oh, I'm hungry, but not hangry. Not hangry, no. Did I watch the Lionesses match on Sunday? No, I was well head in the sand after a long 8-hour show the night before, so no, I was completely unaware of it. But congrats to them for winning the Euros. Great result, girls. No, I'm not saying cussing is bad. I just like, it's my default when it comes to doing my live streams, because when I did my first PSVR 2 live stream, which was Resident Evil Village, I swore every other sentence. I never saw Nosferatu, or however it's pronounced. Alien Earth. Welcome to Derry. When is Welcome to Derry coming out? Also, I'm watching Dexter at the moment. Dexter Resurrection. Having a good time with that. Ah, Weapons. You not heard of it? I love it. I'm going to bring this up on screen. And you're like, oh, it's French onion soup again. This is Weapons. And it is just about kids who just disappear one night. Ah, terrible screenshot. Just in the middle of the night, kids just suddenly disappear. But yeah. Very, very excited by it. And there's a good cast in it as well. Good cast in it. Derry is in October. Oh, of course it is. Do you know, the It movie, I never really watched the original series, but I was blown away in the theatre by it. Yeah, I didn't see the prequel for, what's it called? Original Sin. I hadn't seen it. All right. Everyone, I'm just going to have a look at some of these questions that were asked in the Ask Me Anything. This is not an easy way of doing it. So I'm just going to do a quick fire round. Homemade versus non-homemade, what do you stock up on? As in, like, do I have raw ingredients more? Or, I mean, I have some raw ingredients, but I do have stuff in the freezer. But I try and mix it up. I mean, when it comes to veg, frozen veg is fine. I definitely want to do more preparations and things like that. What is the best film you've seen that released in 2025 so far? Best movie I've seen this year so far. That's a tough one. I'm having a look at what's come out. Honestly, I've not seen anything really. I'm having a look at all the ones that are rated. Like, I never saw The Monkey. I never saw I'm Still Here. I never saw Mickey 17. I never saw Thunderbolts. Never saw F1. Never saw Superman. Never saw Caught by the Tides. Never saw Sinners. Never saw Warfare. Never saw Predator, Killer of Killers. Yeah, I never saw Final Destinations. Bloodlines, Paddington in Peru. Never saw that. I've literally seen barely anything this year. I'm actually thinking of making it a Monday ritual of mine, because I work a long hours on Monday. I normally work from like 10 a.m. till like 10. So then just give me a reason to leave. I'll bring her back. I wanted to see. So yeah, maybe I need to change that. What would be your villain song? I don't even know what that is. I like theme tune. I would have to think about that. When are you doing Let's Plays again? Popsicle, I'm going to try and start doing them like on mornings, my time. So this weekend I'm going to start preparing for it. So as we go into August, that could start being a thing. Why is pudding something else in the UK? I don't know. I don't really say pudding much. Why is no one else using the in chat? People are. I just thought I'd give this a try. What is your dream VR game? It doesn't need to even exist yet. I mean, The Last of Us VR. I want to experience The Last of Us VR. Are you a fan of Scooby-Doo? And do you like Scooby-Doo? I never really watched Scooby-Doo, no. Shaggy. That's a terrible, terrible impression, but there we go. Right, I'm ending the poll. So, if you had to do one thing for charity, what would you rather do? And to be honest, this is how I would rather skydive. I've done neither. I would rather skydive. There's something psychologically about that. I mean, to be honest, skydiving is probably technically safer as well. But yeah. Okay. Right, we ready? We ready for these? So the videos are often messed up because the things aren't right, but this is a song about French onion soup. Okay, you ready for this? We got 2 versions, and what I'll do is I'll play the first 30 seconds of each, and then you can vote for which one you like, and then we'll listen to it all, the one that we chose. Okay, so this is the first one.
Chase that clout, buying sad soup in a plastic spout. But if your idea of brats from a can, buddy, sit down, I'ma make you a stand. You ain't lived till your lips have sipped from a bowl where the cheese is lovingly dripped.
Okay, right, that's the first one. So that's number 1, and this is number 2. Right. Which one are we going with? Is it A, the first one, or B, the one we just listened to now? This is what happens. It generates 2. Is it soup? Yeah. Okay. Right. Wow, it is 50-50 at the moment. Come on, guys, you got to vote. Which one do you want to listen? We're going to listen to one of them in its entirety. It's pretty close. It's pretty close on the voting. But A's got it. And to be honest, I thought A was stronger as well. So, with that said, let's listen to the full song. Yeah.
People chase trends and they chase that clout, buying sad soup in a plastic spout. But if your idea of brats from a can, buddy, sit down, I'ma make you a stand. You ain't lived till your lips have sipped from a bowl where the cheese is lovingly dripped. Gold on top like a savory crown. Pull up a spoon and get ready to drown. French onion soup is the holy grail. Caramelized onions, slow as a snail. Forget your business, your bland consomme is some melt your soul in the most gourmet way. Don't settle for mush from mile 13. Taste the glory of cuisine supreme. Ooh la la, you're in the loop once you've had the real French onion soup. First slice onions, cry like you mean it. We need 5 big boys, don't you dare demean it. Butter in the pot, low heat, take your time till they're brown and sweet and smell divine. They glaze with wine, maybe drive a moose. Then beef stock bombs you with liquid truth. A sprig of thyme and a garlic twist. Simmer it slow like a Parisian tryst. Ladle it hot in a bowl that's deep. Float a crouton and let the bread gods weep. Now cheese gras, yeah, don't skim, don't fake it. Melt it till it bubbles like you're trying to break it. French onion soup, a bistro song. Been perking its flavor all day long. Supermarket version just tastes like lies. This one a romance, both your tongue and your eyes. It's golden, gooey, sweet and bold. A hug in a bowl, a treasure to behold. Ooh la la, time to recruit. You've been missing out on French onion soup.
It's so good. This is so good. Guys, how would you grade this song so far from A to F?
Forget your freeze-dried powder mix, your microwave crimes and ceramic bricks. This ain't just food, it's a rite of seduction. A only soup with a cheese lava eruption. On the cold to the caramel strand, where flavors deep and the cheese is grand. Tell your mates, your nan, your crew, there's heaven Gruyere on top, and a crouton halo. Oh man.
I think that's absolutely banging. I love that I asked it. I need to see this song performed live. God, can you imagine that? But everyone is like there with their French onion soup enjoying this. I mean, it'd be dangerous having it on the dance floor. But disco shit. I like the bit where I was asking it to... Basically, I said, I want you to go on about like how good French onion soup is, how you shouldn't use the supermarket stuff. Do the real stuff, because that's what one of you said in the chat. And then I asked it to then go through the instructions. Yeah, buying sad soup in a plastic spout. Oh my god. Forget your beasts, your blankets. Oh my god. Don't settle for mush from aisle 13. Taste the glory of cuisine supreme. That's awesome. And then after... And then it was like, here, like, what are the instructions to make French onion soup? I'm curious. And it's like...
Cry like you mean it. We need 5 big boys, don't you dare demean it. Butter in the pot, low heat, take your time till they're brown and sweet and smell divine. They glaze with wine, maybe drive a moose. Then beef stock bombs you with liquid truth. A sprig of thyme and a garlic twist. Simmer it slow like a Parisian tryst. Ladle it hot in a bowl that's deep. Float a crouton and let the bread gods weep. Now
that is a hell of a line. Float a crouton in, let the bread gods weep.
cheese Gruyere, don't skim, don't fake it. Melt it till it bubbles like you're trying to break it. French
Melt it in the bubbles like you're trying to break it. Like, these lyrics are banging, man.
onion soup, a bistro song. Been perking its flavor all day long. Supermarket version just tastes like lies. This will a romance, poke your tongue in your eyes. It's golden, gooey, sweet and bold. A hug in a bowl, a treasure to
A hug in a bowl.
behold. Ooh la la, time to recruit. You've been missing out on French onion soup.
I love that. Soup. Do you know what? I know we did a vote, but I actually do want to listen to the other one. We got time. Let's just see how the other one went.
People chase trends and they chase that cloud. Find sad soup in a plastic spout. But if your idea brought from a can, buddy, sit down, I'ma make you a stand. You ain't lived till your lips have sipped from a bowl where the cheese is lovingly dripped. Gold on top like a savory crown. Pull up a spoon and get ready to drown. French onion soup, it's a holy grail. Caramelized onion, slow as a snail. Forget your biscuits, your blank and some made. This'll melt your soul in the most gourmet way. Don't settle for mush from aisle 13. Taste the glory of cuisine supreme. Ooh la la, you're in the loop once you've had the real French onion soup. First slice onions, cry like you mean it. We need 5 big boys, don't you dare demean it. Butter in a pot, low heat, take your time till they're brown and sweet and smell divine. Deglaze with wine, maybe drive a moose. Then beef stock bombs you with liquid truth.
gunpowder mix. Your microwave crimes and ceramic bricks. This ain't just food, it's a rite, a seduction. The only soup with a cheese lava eruption.
That's awesome.
So join the cult of the caramel strand where flavor's deep and the cheese is grand. Tell your mates, your nan, your group, there's heaven inside this bubbling goop. Raise your spoons, let passion loop and worship at the altar of French onion soup.
With Gruyere on top and a crouton halo. Amen.
Yeah, this is all pretty incredible. I mean, everybody definitely stronger, but I'm just really sad I don't have any French onion soup. I mean, I could make it now. I've got the instructions, but I need to go out and get some onions, and it's never going to be good the first time you do it, you know. Suno I've not used in like over a year, and the voices have improved a lot. So maybe we'll have to revisit this on a future show. But I had used it to make some of the lo-fi background music for the show, just because I wanted music that's like kind of there but not prominent. Straight to the top of Miles's playlist. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So yeah, we'll definitely have to revisit this, because that is absolutely ridiculous. Now a song about clam chowder. What would the genre be for that? Let's do it. Before I go, let's do it one more time. In the style of Dropkick Murphys. Okay. Right, gore grind. Power metal. Oh my goodness. Maybe grunge. I've asked it to say what would be over the top epic orchestral power metal. Someone did say power metal here. All right, this is what we're gonna do it. Okay, here we go. I did have clam chowder for the first time, and it's good because I'm not a fan of clams particularly. What would the song name be? For who the clam tolls. Shell yeah. Cream of the fight. Minestrone can suck it. The supreme one. Holy commandments. Spoon me like you mean it. Jesus Christ. I'm going with shell yeah. Right, here we go. It's giving me two versions, but we'll just go with one of them. It'll take a moment, and then we'll wrap up. But yeah, we'll definitely have to do a show on this and return to it. Because actually, I wonder how long ago it was. We did it over a year ago. We did it. Okay, June 5th last year. Right. Cool. It's still creating. She said it's a hot latte with bugs. Hot ocean milk with dead animals. Ugh. Clam chowder was tasty when I had it. It's not my go-to. I had I had mussels or oysters when I was in Boston, and ugh. I mean, I never wanted it, but I tried it in a place that was highly recommended, and I thought it was disgusting. Ugh. Just the thought of it. I do like my poke bowl though. Salmon poke bowl, that's good. The 99. I got the chowder. I got the chowder. Actually, speaking of music, everyone, I might talk about this now. My best friend, who I was in Schemata Theory with, we're going to be working on some new music. That's what I'm saying. I've been drafting up some ideas, and we're going to be talking about it soon and going through it. But yeah, it's very, very exciting. But it won't be like a touring band or anything like that. It'll just be doing music for the fun of it. But we'll release it and stuff like that. It'll be good. And I think it will be like a spiritual successor to Schemata Theory in terms of themes and lyrics and stuff. Man, I miss doing music. Okay, right. Got all right. We got a song about clam chowder. Are you doing electro music? No. It'll be metal. It'll be metal still. It'll be metal still. Right, here we go. This is the first version. Shell, yeah. Right, that's the first one. And then the second one. I think the first one has the edge. Which one do we think? One or two? One or two? Continue with this. By the way, I love the image of the clam chowder with the crown on. What are we going? One or two? One or two? Just type it in the chat. Cool. I'm a bit biased. One I was edging on, but like, I think I'm going to go with two. And Looper said two. This is for Looper. So here we go. We'll carry on. I asked it to be a funny song. funny.
Potatoes so soft like a hug from your nana. And clams that taste better than your trip to Havana. Forget your kale and your detox trends. Clam chowder's here with her bisque making friends. She's thick, she's rich, she's totally loaded. Your soup's got croutons, mine just exploded.
What a night.
They say, but seafood and dairy, that's against the code. I say so is living bland until you finally implode. One slurp of this glory, you'll rise from the floor. Chanting, shout out like you're from the South Shore. Oh, in Manhattan, you need to quit. That red stuff ain't chowder, it's tomato spit. It's trying too hard with its watery drama. More like Minstrone's failed cousin from Parma. I once brought a bowl to a black tie affair. They gave me a medal and a lobster to share. Because when you roll in with that milky delight, you turn every Tuesday into seafood soup night. So grab your spoon, don't wait, don't dally. The chowder waiting hotter than a sunset in Cali. It's the soup of the gods, the shellfish seducer. And yes, I propose to it. No, it's not a rumor. Clam chowder, baby. It's more than a meal. It's a lifestyle, a mood, and an oceanic deal. So next time you sip something beige and polite,
The vocals on this have got so good.
chowder would have slapped it just right.
How would you rate this looper?
Remember, chowder would have slapped it just
The reason I'm blown away is just how far it's come in a year, because it would always get confused halfway through the song. Vocals always sounded like dead on AI. It never sounded quite right. And it never knew how to end the songs. Maybe I should get back to doing the VR stuff. You remember I did the VR? Did I? It was called... Yeah, like I was gonna do a series. I was gonna do a series of VR like games, because I had that awesome one about Madison VR. Oh right, let's do a song about you not finishing Madison. This was the Among Us one that I got created. I did a music video for it, and I was like, maybe I should just start doing these. But yeah, this was Among Us VR. And obviously the lyrics would be better now, the vocals.
Let's dive in to a world where the fun begins. Crewmates running through the ship, completing tasks, don't let it slip. Someone's lurking in the shadows, an imposter who really knows. Emergency meetings, point and blame, but there's one thing that drives me insane. Among us, it's a blast until the squeakers join so fast. High-pitched voices, not so squeaks, testing my patience week after week. Among us, we're having fun when the squeakers are the ones. Silent night, deception folks. In space, nobody knows. Fixing wires, swipe that card. Clear the lease, it's not that hard.
Yeah, in space, everybody can hear you squeak. Are you copyrighting this stuff? No, it's AI. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, because the Madison one, the Madison song was amazing. Have I got it on here? Yeah, because it was when I first found this app, I spoke to Brian Poole and I went, give me a name of a game. He was like, Madison VR, and think of a genre. And he went, My Chemical Romance. Now, you can't put My Chemical Romance in there, but you can describe it. And this is what it came up with. And I only play a bit of it, and then I've really got to wrap up the show, guys. But this is amazing. And I think we could do an even better version now with how good the text got, but this was it. This was over a year ago.
Screams at empty halls, echoes of the past, bloodstained walls can't escape this nightmare's grasp, haunted by a ghostly mask. Bloody sun's calling from the other side, a ritual of blood, nowhere to hide. In this beyond world where nightmares collide, I'll fight the darkness, I won't be denied.
Yeah, it's really good. I knew this was good because when it got to the second chorus, I found myself singing along and I thought, oh shit, we're in trouble.
Creaking floors and haunted cries, every shadow filled with lies. Must survive, break the chains, resist the whispers in my brain. Mighty sun's calling from the other side, a ritual of blood, nowhere to hide. In this beyond world where nightmares collide, I'll fight the darkness.
I'm going to end up playing it all.
Flash of light in the darkest night, Polaroid reveals the fright. Sinister faces, twisted smiles, I must survive these haunted trials. Random horrors block my path, nowhere is safe. In this endless loop of fear, my mind's on rave. Each corner holds a secret, each room a death. But I'll keep pushing forward until my last breath. Faded memories, shattered dreams, in this world of silent screams. Break the cycle and the pain will be forever in this game. Mighty sun's calling from the other side, a ritual of blood, nowhere to hide. In this beyond world where nightmares collide, I'll fight the darkness, I won't be dead.
This bit's awesome.
The camera clicks, the truth unveiled. In this haunted house of fear, I prevail. Mighty sun shall fade away, but the stars remain, forever stay.
and I had to like cut it off because then it would start like the gain of the guitar would come in and then it would go into like another verse, and back then it would used to have those things. So the text come a lot better. I'd be curious to know how it does now, but look, if I had time, and this sounds insane when I'm talking about AI that takes a lot of the time out, but I honestly, like, I would love to do a Instagram account or a channel that just did AI, like it do songs about VR games, with styles and stuff like that. I think it'd be pretty cool, but I barely have enough time to do what I want to be doing. So yeah. Anyway, it is 18 past 10 at night here. I need to go and make myself some soup, not French onion. But I'm going to have some tomato soup and some good bread with it. That will make me feel better, and then I'm going to get a good night's rest. So just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in. It's always a chill one. Only a few episodes left until the 200th one, so I should probably get planned for that. And something else I'm working on this weekend is getting those guests in. Because then basically what it means is every month the dream is that out of we have 4 live shows a month on average. 1 is a Q&A, 1 is a guest, and then 2 is like topics. And I think that will be a good way of doing it. So yeah, no vitamin G just because we never do it on the last Wednesday of the month, but it doesn't stop you from sharing it. So feel free to share, and I will happily put them up on screen as we go into the end credits. So massive love to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My dentist does want to come on the show at some point for sure. As I mentioned last week, was it? Well remembered. But yeah, take good care of yourselves, everyone. I'm going to go get some food after the credits. Obviously, I'll still be back here. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. Darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
You know it's a good song when you still don't get bored of listening to it. Even when it comes up on my playlist, it is just such a good track. And J Cosmic, or Desert Star, goes with both names. I listen to so much on Spotify. I'm going to dash. Much love to all of you. Always when you start going into those things, I mean, I now want to play around with this app a bit more and see what else I can come up with. But yeah, take good care of yourselves, everyone. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.